A boy and a cheetah float on a river in the wilderness. But they don't know, they are already being watched by crocodiles. Worse still, the river suddenly appears in a torrent. They both fall into the water. The crocodiles thought it was time to eat. They all dive into the water, ready to eat their fill. The boy swam towards the shore and thrust his spear underwater. Luckily, there was no danger. They all managed to escape to shore. But in this African savanna, there is a killer everywhere. They had just escaped and were immediately confronted by a herd of rampaging buffalo. The boy quickly ran back, crawling in the grass to hide, although he managed to escape from the buffalo. But then he realized that Duma was gone. This area is close to water, which means there's a lot of wildlife. Lions, hyenas, and elephants are all around. Each of these animals is deadly to the boy, and Duma is lost in the jungle. He soon falls into the trap of poachers. To find Duma, he went deep into the jungle. By now it's dark. One mistake and the boy was in the territory of wild boars. He had to hide in the trees with his spear, not even daring to breathe. When there was no more movement, the boy dared to slowly climb down, but to his surprise, the boar didn't leave. In the jungle chased the boy everywhere. In a panic, the boy fell to the ground and hit his head. When the boar came into sight, he passed out straight away. After an unknown amount of time, the boy slowly woke up. He found the man and Duma in front of him. It turned out that the man had followed him all the way here. He saved the boy and found Duma. After sobering up, the boy apologized to the man. He said he was wrong to blame him, but the man said he did want to make a lot of money from them. Just to make money, the man left his village, leaving his wife and 2 children behind. Came to the city. He wanted to make a lot of money and get ahead, but in the end, he couldn't even find a job. He also did bad things and was put in jail. And now, he decided to help the boy, to bring Duma back home. The next day, the boy decided to let Duma try hunting again. But it still failed. They were going hungry again. But soon, they found a group of tourists nearby.
Now that will be an easy catch.
The next day, the boy pretended to be bitten, then suddenly let out a snake. The tourists were all scared away. Then, the 2 quickly bagged up the food on the table. After having a good meal, they traveled on in a small boat. To thank the man for his help, the boy took out all the money he had. The man did not want to take it at first, but he couldn't resist him, so he put the money in a bottle. But he also gave the boy a gem he had dug in the mine. This journey, the 2 became true friends. Trust was established. Then, when they were passing through a meadow, they were attacked by a swarm of tsetse flies. The man wrapped the boy in a blanket, while he himself was exposed. These dangerous little insects can put humans to sleep. In severe cases, they can be fatal. After dark, the man's face was swollen to the point he was about to die. At that moment, the 2 men were targeted by some lions. The boy wanted to light a fire to scare them away, but the sudden rainfall drenched all the hay. There is no choice. The man had to take out the roll of money to start the fire. Finally, the 2 men were saved from danger. But by now the man was already dying. The boy decided to ask for help, because the man said this was near his home village. He tied Duma to the campfire, and ventured to the village alone. When he came back with the villagers, only to find that Duma was gone, the man was carried back to the village. After a night of treatment, finally recovered alive. He also saw his family again. Seeing the man's family reunited, the boy should also go out to find Duma. But in fact, after Duma left last night, he met his own kind. With the help of another cheetah, Duma finally managed to complete his first hunt. The boy saw all this, but he only watched from afar. The boy had mixed feelings. He didn't know whether to be happy or sad, but then he remembered what his father had said before he died.
He's a wild animal, remember? His wildness is something he knows without even knowing it. It's in his blood, his bones. Like a memory, yeah?
The boy missed his father, but no matter how hard it was to let go, he knew it was time to say goodbye.
Hey you got it, boy. Found a buddy and everything.
The end of the story. After the boy said goodbye to the man, he returns to the farm and is reunited with his mother again. He helped Duma to find a real home, and Duma helps the boy to find his soul.